I've really enjoyed today harvesting all these, the apple. Hello and welcome back. I got down to around about 2 or 3 degrees last night, and that really took me by surprise. We're in the middle of September, so it's right. Today I've got to harvest as much as I can just to make sure that I don't lose this after all this hard work. Right, I'm going to continue on with the tomatoes now. Right, so I was looking at the weather forecast last night, just for today, because I was going to be harvesting some stuff today, just for various different meals. But then I saw it was going down to 2, with possibly below that, and that was for about 4 hours. So I was checking every time I woke up in the middle of the night, just checking outside just to see whether we did get below that. And this morning I was looking out and I could see real heavy dew, but I was really grateful when there was no frost. So this is the Harry's Italian plum. I've got quite a few of these to harvest. I'm really grateful not to actually lose some of these. I'm okay to around about -2 in this greenhouse, but it's the likes of all the other stuff that's out there. I was like, it's just middle of September. It was a bit of a surprise. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest, and I'm not going to bring you with you, there's plenty of nice red ones to harvest, and hopefully I can get a good sauce out of all these. Right, there you go. I would have been really disappointed if I'd lost these to the frosts. There's a fair weight to them. So the only ones I'm going to actually save seed for is the Harry Italian's plum. The orange banana, I've got so much seed, so is the Garten Pearl. The cherry Chadwick, I've already saved some seed from this year. And the Black Beauty, I'm not going to be growing next year. It's too much of a prima donna tomato. Right, I'm going to put this down now. It's quite heavy. So this has started to give me a lot of space now. The orange banana still got a few more fruit on it, but the Black Beauty is just one, the Sun Gold none, so that's getting taken out. So same as the Jen's Tangerine. So that starts to give me some space. And what I'm going to do is move over the Grashofka over here, because again the cherry Chadwick, the last of the tomatoes are starting to start to blush up. So, and the Harry's Italian plum, hopefully they'll be finishing off soon. So yeah, that'll give me lots of space. So over here, what I'm thinking is building a new table around about just below the window height. So all the seedlings can go on there, plus any that I'd pot on then can go underneath. On this side, I'll have these side shoots. I've topped most of them off, except for that one. I just topped that one off there. So I've topped most of them off, and we are getting some nice fruit on them already. So I'm really pleased with how these are doing. And like I say, whatever we get is whatever we get. So they'll be here taking up that space. So if the Grashofka's there, then I can put the floating shelves on this side. And like I say, have this big table on this side, which is a bit more workable height. These floating shelves, although very useful, they're not quite a working height for me to actually see all the plants. So that means these chilies can then go down here, and like I say, all the other seedlings. So that's another job for me to do. Right, what else have I done harvested in here? Right, so I'm also going to be making the Thai green curry. So I've also harvested the chilies. So these red ones, I know they look really small, but they're 80,000, and these white habanero, again, very small, but they are 300,000. So they're really hot for just one meal. We had one in a curry the other day, and it was really nice. The heat doesn't get your throat. It gets you right to the back of the throat, and it takes quite a while to start to kick in. I thought I hadn't put in enough, originally. And then it kicked in. So yeah, I'm really pleased with these. They're going to last quite a while, especially if you consider one of these is good for just one meal. And I did actually de-seed it as well. Right, what else I'm going to be harvesting? Right, so in the background you'll see 2 tubs of potatoes. They're shallots. One's April and one's May. So I'm not expecting much from them. And that's when I planted them up. Because I don't know what do you call when you... It's not sow potatoes, is it? I don't know. Right, anyway, that's a bit of a waffle. So what I need to do next is, keeping on the Thai green curry, I need to harvest 4 shallots. So I think I'll harvest this one, this one, quite tough to come out. There we go. Oh, that one. This is not how to harvest onion. What have we got there? We got 4. I may just do another one. 5. Right, there we go. Right, that's probably a terrible cut. What was happening was the noise of the onion leaves were making a right racket on the microphone. So I've just cut to here now. So there we go, we've got 5 red flow shallots. And I'm quite pleased with those. What I'll do is I'll just let them dry for a couple of days before I use them, because I find the flavour intensifies when I do that. Right, what's next on the shopping list? It's beetroot. I mean, what we do is tomatoes, beetroot, onions, peppers, sweet potato and butternut squash. Have I forgotten anything? No, I think that's it. What we do is we roast those all together, various different timings, but eventually they're all in one pan. We roast those all together and we have those with either white cheese or feta, and yeah, that's a lovely meal. We call it the super veg. So that's why we grow so much beetroot. So next is the beetroot. So I think I've got a nice sized one here. Oh, it's a bit of an ugly shaped one. Got another one here. I think I'll leave that one in for a little bit, and I may go and see if I've got another one up at the top. Right, there you go, there's 2 nice ones there. That one's up from the top, and this one's just a misshapen one, so that's why I just got an extra one. So I don't think we'll get too much off that one. We'll see how we go. Right, what's next? I think I will do these potatoes next. I've also just harvested quite a lot of the baking apples, so I'll bring those down in a bit. Right, so this is the May one, so I'm hoping for a little bit more in here. So let's see how we go. Oh, there's a nice big slug. Oh, that's okay. Getting a couple there. Like I say, these are just going in a stew, so I don't mind them being all nice small sizes. And there's quite a few in here. Right, I'll bring you back once we've gone right the way through this. Right, well that's all right. I'm quite pleased with that. So that's we're a balance yet. Let's see what these are. This is the April one, so I'm really not expecting much. The plant didn't really take off that well. So let's see. Oh, there's still a few in there. The soil's really wet, it was on top. Oh, again, starting to get quite a few in there now. Right, Again, I'll go through this because I found quite a few when I was off camera. Right, I'll bring you back in a bit. Right, there you go. I'm quite happy with that. That'd be great for the stew. And this stew is a red wine stew, so it's paprika and oregano going in there. And I make a white wine, which is the one I did last a couple of weeks back. And that's more thymes and rosemary and white wine. Right, so the next ones, I mean, I'm not harvesting today, but just as and when we need them, is all these French beans. We've got absolutely loads going right the way down here now. So we are literally just picking as and when we need them. And nice sizes as well. But in the background, you're going to see another kale that looks like it's been succumbed to the cabbage root fly again. I've been hit so much with these so far. What I may do, the leaves, the new leaves are looking okay, so I may just leave it in and see how it does. But if the new leaves start to go over as well, then I'm going to take it out and just see if there's any of the maggots at the bottom, because I don't want those maggots to start going into it. Do they go into a pupa and then become a fly and then fly off? Because that means they're just going to be staying in this garden then as well. The whole area smells of apples. Right, so these are nice size ones. I did them the other day. It was a bit windy and all the time all I could hear was thud, 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 and they were just dropping. So I thought, right, I'm going to get out the ladders and I'm going to just start harvesting them. And they're really good condition, the ones that I've harvested. So I'm really pleased with that. We're going to have applesauce and apple crumbles for quite a while. It's going to take a long time to actually process all these as they are. We've also got quite a bit still left on the tree, so by the time we've finished processing all these, it'll be time to start harvesting again. So I'm really pleased with actually lowering everything down to round about one level. Because it is still quite high, especially over there on the pathway, trying to get up on ladders to harvest them. And again, it's pretty precarious here as well. So what I need to do again is to lower it down a little bit in September, and then I'll do more of a chop in January, February time, just to see how the spares are doing. The stuff that I've cut down this year in February, the spares that I was getting look to have matured quite a bit. So fingers crossed, I may get a better harvest next year. I mean, we don't mind. We know apple trees, they go in cycles, so maybe next year it won't be a good year. But we're really pleased with what we've got now. And it's quite nice when you've actually harvested them from this area, so we can actually sit here again and look out, because it is quite a nice view. I would actually try to take it, but this is all done on a phone, so it doesn't pick it up. Right, what's next? What I need to do is put these back inside because the wasps at the moment are just going a little bit mad for the different rotten apples up here. Right, well these are probably going to be the last cuttings, I say that, but I said that last time, of these sweet peas, and they keep on producing and producing, and you do get quite a nice long stem on some of them still. And what's happening now is, as they get older and older, most of the tangled up mess, the stems are getting shorter and shorter, so they're not ideal for cutting, which is why I keep on leaving them on there. Well, I thought if it's getting colder, let's try and get the last lot. Right, let's see if they squeeze in there. There we go. I'm not really a good flower arranger, so we'll have to make that a better job. Right, what else we've been doing? Well, it's the first of the cucumbers, and we're going to see what we get. It's been pretty cold to be growing cucumbers outside, and they went in really late as well. So these we're just going to snack on, and we may use that in a salad. But I'm pleased that we're starting to get some. So hopefully once they start, they don't stop. Right, next is, I've been sowing more seeds as well. And ones that I haven't mentioned, which came in the last lot of seeds that I ordered, is mustard greens Southern Giant. That's quite a large mustard. And also another mustard is Oscar purple. So I've sown some more of those, and we'll see how we go with those. I really enjoyed the various different mustards that I grew over winter last year, and especially some of their pods. Now, I think there's another one that I haven't mentioned. Yeah, this one is, it's got a real weird name. It's rat tail pod radish. What you do is you just let the whole plant flower and you harvest the actual pods. Apparently some of them get up to about a foot. It's a bit more like a French dwarf bean. So we're going to see how they go and see how hot they are as well. So looking forward to those, because if I get a good harvest of those, I quite like to start using fermentation as well. I quite fancy those as pickled. That's what I'm thinking also for the jalapenos for next year as well. I'll quite fancy doing that. So yeah, there's another 3 that I've sown. I've only just sown the other ones as well, but we'll see how we go with those. Fingers crossed they start to shoot up in the next couple of weeks. Right, let's just gather all this up. Right, well there you go. I've really enjoyed today harvesting all these, the apples, the potatoes, cucumbers, beetroots, the shallots and the sweet peas. Oh, and the chilies as well. It's felt like I've been shopping. So hopefully we'll get some nice sauces from these. Same with the apples. We'll get a nice stew with some of those potatoes and be able to use the rest for the other curry paste and the other meals that I'll be making. So I hope you've enjoyed today. I really have done, and like I always say, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope to see you again.